Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
Such sad eyes. Child, let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Not today!
Annihilation! Lightning orb! Annihilation! By the power of water!
Wretched fool!
You're my try harder! Not chance!
Stalagmite!
Thrust!
Again for me!
Air thrust!
Eternal devastation! It's over!
Mega ray! Lightning annihilation! Thunder
No
blade!
further!
Mega ray!
You're right!
Forgive me.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light astral dance in the wind! Light astral energy! This one's mine!
No escape!
Here, let me
Dragon War!
Photon blast! Radiant spear!
Take this!
Light astral
Dragon
energy!
Form!
Reload! Dance
No escape!
in here!
Eternal devastation! Wind! Severing wind! You're my
Regenerate!
It's on!
Allow me to help you.
Radiant spear!
Down on the ground.
Here, let me help you!
No escape! Burn!
Hey, that...
Stay away!
You're mine!
Annihilate you!
What foolishness!
Mega ray! More where that came from!
Dragon Swarm!
More where that came from!
Another incantation ruined.
Dance for me!
Flame of fury!
No escape!
Regenerate! No further!
Awesome!
Not mine!
Prepared is free from regret.
And again!
Far enough! Try and run!
Try harder! My turn! No! Can't end here!
I couldn't make it in time.
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Raging cascade! Here goes! Light!
Not done
In the
yet!
wind! Into the shadows!
Take this!
Steel force!
Dragon
Where
Form!
that came from!
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth.
Hear me! Flame of
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Is this it?
Thunder field!
Nothing gets by.
Sleep now.
You're mine! Dragon Form! Try harder! Now!
Fool!
Wind astral energy! Lightning control!
For me!
First
I
aid!
owe you one!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Take this!
Where are you going?
You pay for that!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Dragon Form!
Freeze Lancer!
No escape! This one's all mine!
Just what the doctor already here! Thank you.
Not today!
Stay away!
You're mine! In a bind?
Far enough! Fred! Dance in the wind! Air for other commander! Here!
You're mine!
Take it!
Dragon Form!
Here, let me help! Light astral energy!
Slaughter them!
Mega ray!
You're mine! Dragon Form! Dragon Form!
Thunder field! Dance in the wind!
Dragon Form!
Weak now!
Here I come! Wind!
I'm out!
Here I come!
Take it!
No escape!
Mega ray!
Begin!
Radiant air!
Dance on the wind!
Severing wind!
Penumbra!
Hurricane Thrust!
Tornado Drive!
This one's all mine! Dragon Form! Burn!
Benediction.
Rimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Blade!
Dragon Form!
Don't suffer in silence.
Eternal Devastation! They're attacking separately!
I can't let me hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah! Take it away!
Shining supernova!
Stay away from my friend! Take this! Dragon Form!
Still got some hypersonic vibration. Hear me! Flame of fury! Light and dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Dragon Form!
You will suffer!
Radiant flight! Here!
Can't get out of this!
Mega ray!
Behold my true power!
Raging cascade!
Wits about you, people!
Raging cascade!
Deity!
Burn in hell!
Can you take it? Here! Here goes!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Is this some punishment?
Just try!
It's over?
I've still got some fight left in me.
I owe you one.
Deal for it!
Take this! I'm not done!
First aid!
Down! You're all...
Sorry.
You have to
Dragon
run!
Swarm!
Return to dust! Armor won't save you!
Not a chance! There!
This one's mine! Going in! That's it!
You're mine!
I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! How about Eagle Fly?
Can't end here!
Hurricane! Now go through!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Are we in over our heads?
Come on!
Guardian
It's not over till it's over.
You're right. We've made it this far.
Now! My
Leave
turn!
the charges to me. Far enough.
Strike! This should do it! Move it!
Not my finest.
Just
There.
try and run!
I can't lose.
Ride for me!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Here's a healing arm!
This one's all mine!
Train harder.
Eat this!
First aid!
Crescent moon. Oh, Tiger blade.
Here I come!
Hurricane fly.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in.
Now get it! Dragon Swarm!
Not done yet.
First aid!
Hurricane fly. I'm gone. That's it. Eagle fly. Crescent moon.
This should do it!
Here's a healing arm!
Tectonic fire. Anything in armor
Take
is
this!
all mine. Look sharp.
Try hard! Not a chance!
I'm on. That was such a failure. Going in. Tiger blade. Going in.
Dragon Swarm!
Right.
Eternal Devastation!
Mega ray. Eat this. Flaming meteor. Glacial spear.
Try harder! Not a chance! Take this! Dragon Pistol!
Take that.
Burn in hell!
Far enough.
You're mine!
Now
Dragon Swarm!
you will. Where are you
Suffer.
going? Here's the power of water. Eat this. Reload. Hurricane flight.
Annihilation!
Behold my true power!
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Dragon Swarm!
It's so fun! Now you see what I can do!
It's over!
Radiant blood!
I'm not done!
Goodwill.
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What? come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back. I just wanted to go back. To Dahna. To my home.
Alphen.
Leorian.
on me?
No. Aori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Naori. Shion. Damn it.
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Severing Wind! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Here I come! Lewis! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Crush! Try harder! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Here I come! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Win! You're mine! I'm not done! Crush! Lewis! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Harder! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! I'm not... There! You're mine! Strike! Eternal Devastation! Here I come! I'm not done! Take this! Strike! Hurricane thrust! Mirage! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Crush! Wind! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Crush! Wind! You're mine! Hurricane Thrust! You're mine! No escape! It's on! Eat dirt! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle? Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're... The whole town was built by Danan defectors. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too.
Really?
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. Do you sense one of your... friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imerys.
Imerys? As in Shion Imerys?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, She did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened, be it several centuries ago.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim. When he... You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep...
Then I was out of line. I had...
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick... Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your... The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced... Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all... Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time?
What I've been...
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not...
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, it's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that But then I realized what feels like years was actually...
What about your hometown?
I doubt it. When the Renans even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly.
Yeah. I have no home to return to either. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't... Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just an... I'd never have met up with you guys.
Have you learned to embrace your...
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering. Just because of some...
Yeah, all this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like...
You couldn't have known. Still, if... Poor Shion must be lonely.
Yeah, you're right.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue What's gotten into you, man?
Do I even have any right?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that.
Sounds like me. Protect.
Come on, man. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with...
I guess.
It's about Naor. Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere? Fine, I've said my piece.
My power consumed me once already. I can't guarantee anyone's safe.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? Come on, fight! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared and... That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering and
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it... Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. What's it gonna be, Al...
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell...
So then quit griping...
Listen.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. But there's still so much that I... There I go again.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once.
Yeah. Just give me a little more time to fill in the...
Hey, don't even mention it.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That... sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zugo policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
You're mine! No escape!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. An astral art?
that's my cue.
Shut him down.
Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind!
This one's mine!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
These fists have got your name on them!
You could use a hand.
No escape! Take it! No escape! This one's all mine! Sword!
Make it
Win!
rain! I got you!
You're mine!
I'll smash you!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
It's too much. No.
Can't end here!
Come on! You have to hold on!
Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Win!
Round and pound! Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me. And left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Vholran and liberate Dahna. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Dahnans fleeing the tyranny of Renan. But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan.
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of.
Even the weird Dahnans?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time.
I suppose that makes sense.
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a Something's on your mind.
Of course not. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, but ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going. A part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part, don't get me wrong, if I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shed.
Who said it had to?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure. Or don't, if you don't want to. It's...
No, I think you're right. And hey...
Okay.
Why?
Damn.
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters! Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
You're saying we should check the owl forest? I think Hootle senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through...
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get...
It's brutal, all right. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits...
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing...
And where do you expect...
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be...
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, you even feel...
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just...
Looks like we made it here in one piece. You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend... so much?
You sense one of your pals, Hootle? Hi, Hootle!
Eternal devastation! Dragon swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
I'll take out the leg with my shield!
I'm not done! Crush! Severing wind! Tear! Take this!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dragon swarm! It's over! Try harder! Here I come!
In here!
You're mine!
Now!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Don't get careless.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle. Hi, Hootle!
Armor won't save you!
Hurt! Leave the charges to me! This
You're
one's
finished.
mine!
In a bind?
Raging Cascade!
Here I come!
Are those arms even natural? More for the stop time!
Eternal devastation!
Going in.
Win!
Take this!
It's
Raging
on!
Storm! More on that
Mirage! Get! Mirage!
Do it!
Light Excellence!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn! Here I come!
In the wind!
No escape!
thrust.
Stardust!
Go down!
Rinwell! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! There's always room for improvement. Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elderman.
That's far enough!
Eat dirt!
Hurricane
Can you
Strike!
take her?
Here I come! No escape!
This one's mine!
If they rush it, let it go!
Strike!
In here!
Eternal devastation!
Ready and ready!
Dragon Swarm!
Light Astral Energy!
I'll stop it, Strike!
Thanks, Kisara!
Strike! Stardust!
Now!
Tear! Doubly! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! You're mine!
Resonate with the earth!
Dragon Swarm!
More for the stop time!
Eternal devastation! It's on!
Raging Storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Celestial
Eternal devastation! Severing Wind! Hurricane Thrust! No escape! Hurricane
This
Thrust!
one's mine!
Stardust! I'm ready! It's over!
Going in!
Sleep now!
Hurricane Strike!
Free.
Hurricane
On
Thrust!
guard! One more!
More with that
Here I come!
Raging Fire!
Dragon
Hurricane
Swarm!
Strike!
Ready!
We can really make weapons with this?
What's this thing?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You picked the wrong fight!
Denied!
Take this!
Hurricane Strike!
Can't get out of this!
I owe you one!
It's over!
Supernova! Photon Charge Malevolence!
Take this! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield is for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Now! Ha! Dragon Swarm!
Like astral energy!
Severing Wind! Hurricane Strike! Take this!
Elusive Gear!
Mirage!
I'm ready!
Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Tempest Swirl!
Elusive Gear!
Going in.
Resonate with the earth!
Take this!
Damage the wind!
Here!
Here! Now!
Air pressure!
More for the stuff!
I can feel my power growing!
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
I'll do my best.
Here I come! Eat dirt!
Hurricane
I owe you one!
strike.
Here I come!
Supernova!
Here I come!
Fusing
I'm not done!
I can feel you where you stand.
Armor won't save you. Take this.
You're mine!
Purge Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall!
Damn it!
Take
Too fast!
this! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
More for the stuff!
Stardust!
I'm ready!
Follow me! In an instant! Impact Block! Now! You're mine!
Raging
Dragon
Swarm!
Swarm!
More with that
Negative.
Celestial Hammer!
We managed to pull through.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Dance in the wind!
Stardust!
Feel!
Crush!
I'll be saving this one!
Severing Wind! Stardust!
Lightning Horn!
Mirage!
More with that kick!
It's over!
Purge Malevolence! Blah, 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 magic!
You're mine! You're mine!
Hurricane strike. On guard.
Wind!
This one is mine.
I'm not done!
Hurricane strike.
Eat dirt!
On guard.
Here I come!
Down. You're on.
I'm ready! Take this!
Ringwell.
Frozen!
Hammer.
Lightning
My
Condense!
turn! I'm not done! Crush!
Hurricane
Severing Wind!
Lightning Condense!
Look sharp.
Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Mirage! I'm not done! Wind!
Photon
Take it!
Cascade!
Stardust! Hurricane Thrust!
I'm ready. Going in.
Dragon
Law.
Swarm!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the wind!
Here! Dragon Swarm!
I'll be saving this one!
Eternal
I feel sprightlier than before.
That doll looks just like Hootle, doesn't it? Why's your owl being sassy with me?
He's...
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. What about yourself? Care to share something from before You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been...
Hardly. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it.
Right. Sorry.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, but that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Your people were persecuted even before...
Yeah. The more I think about it, the less it makes sense, though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dan?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination... Have you ever considered it might have been some...
I guess I
wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as...
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone.
So, you either have the gift, or when something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared, so the problem's not magic.
Yeah. We should really get some rest. Another day, another Gald.
Do my best!
I'm not done! Dragon
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Can't get out of this!
Going in!
Take this!
Going in!
Okay,
Radiant light!
you picked the wrong
This
fight!
one's mine!
This isn't looking good!
Regenerate!
This one's
Strike!
mine!
Thanks!
Hurricane strike!
Raging Cascade!
Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration! Regenerate! Allow me to help you.
Severing wind!
Hurricane strike!
I owe you one!
I'll be shooting this way.
Not a chance!
Hurricane strike!
Dragon form!
Going in!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this!
Hurricane strike!
It's on!
Going in!
Severing wind! Not a chance!
Go get it!
Hurricane thrust!
Tiger blade!
Negative gate! Resonant
Good
with
boy!
Waterfall!
Dragon form! Move escape! Take this!
Air thrust!
I'm knocked up!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Is that the Zuko we're looking for?
Right, here goes! Here I come! carve through armor!
Wait!
I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Dragon
No further! It's over! Hurricane Thrust! You're mine! Totally! In an instant! Impact Frost! Onward and upward.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion?
All the more reason to consider.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped.
That's right. Besides...
I'm fine.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants...
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up.
You mean there are still gaps?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their past... They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years?
Might this Naori have had a hand?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship that...
You're saying she
Dohalim. That...
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's... Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be... Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just... Is it merely a...
Like I've told you a million...
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, complicated machinery can sometimes... Sorry for being...
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt, and you were wearing it the whole time you...
I guess I'm...
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his...
All but a select few strong ones. So deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams.
In which case, maybe it was the map.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know. But the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there.
It's no apologies necessary. Reading...
So he...
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when...
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever...
Why do you want to know?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying...
not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to...
Wait, you don't...
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing?
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
Ah!
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been...
Really?
Cut it out. I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Gan...
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after this thing.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you...
Because...
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've...
Oh, yeah.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten.
Come to terms. You mean like...
Yeah.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us...
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where they're...
Is it just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. At least, I'm trying to be.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring.
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is...
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though?
I think that's more of a personality.
Really? In that case, I won't have... Hi, Hoodle!
No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Confiscating! Hurricane Strike!
Elusive Deity!
Severing Wind! It's a duel of the arts!
You're mine!
Eternal
Devastation!
Take it ready! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the wind!
Now!
Hurricane
Hurricane Thrust!
On guard! Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaints here!
Look shot! Here I come!
Waterfall!
Look shot! Eternal Devastation! This one's all mine!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
like a finely timed gun.
Feel!
Hurricane Thrust!
Dance in the wind! Fire
Here
thrust!
I come!
One more time!
Hurricane Thrust!
I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Out of my way!
You're mine!
Can't
get out of this!
Time to shine!
Take it! Dragon Swarm!
Going in.
Wind! Stardust!
On guard.
Eat dirt!
Now!
Ringwell.
Frozen!
Hammer.
Nicely done!
Now!
All thanks to you.
Stardust!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Escape! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning attack!
Eternal
Make your
Devastation!
way. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Now!
Take this!
I'm not
Lion
done!
power.
It's over!
Make your way.
Freeze now!
Tiger blade.
This'll come in handy!
Hurricane flight. This
Take
one's
this!
mine.
Dragon Swarm! It's time!
I'm ready!
We managed to pull through.
Hi, Hoodle!
Can't get out of this!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Not in your dreams! Raging
Eternal
Storm!
Devastation! Dragon Swarm! I'll take you all on!
Make it way.
Going!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen! You don't mess around!
Now! Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Resonate with the
Take
earth!
this!
Stalagmite!
You're mine!
On your
Push!
Hold on to your art! Here I
Dragon
come!
Swarm!
Hang flight.
Look out!
Now!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block!
An Astral Arts?
That's my shield!
Dragon Swarm!
Shut him down! How are your weapons holding up?
Best not to give me any ideas.
Eternal Devastation!
Now!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block!
With this, I can become even stronger!
Let's see what you've got.
Now!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Dragon Power! Dispatch Navigator!
Smash you!
Their arcs are interrupted! No armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on resistance.
I'm not done!
New melody!
Try my turn!
Resonate with the earth!
This one's all mine!
Stalagmite!
No escape! Eternal Devastation!
Now!
More
with that hit!
Shine! Radiant
Take
light! Regeneration!
Lightning attack!
Regenerate!
We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
I'll face you!
Stay calm.
I'll provide assistance!
Severing Wing!
Take this! Shine! Radiant light!
Light Astral
Are you
Looks
ready?
like you got this one covered.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Step back! This one's all law!
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try. But that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
I'll do my best.
Resonate with the earth.
I'm not done!
On your
Eternal devastation!
Photon flash!
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Hurricane strike!
Come and face me!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in.
You're finished! You're mine!
Hurricane strike!
Dragon Swarm!
Arcane
Eternal
waterfall!
devastation!
Freeze Racer! Dance in the wind!
You're mine! Dragon
Make it
Swarm!
rain. Look sharp.
Purge malevolence! Arcane waterfall!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll thank you! I can do this all day!
You're mine!
elusive deity.
Dragon Swarm!
On guard.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
You want me? Come get me.
Take this! I'm not done!
Hurricane strike! Chinese supernova! Purge malevolence! Arcane waterfall! Not on my watch!
Going in.
Take this!
My astral energy!
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane one at a time!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a final time waltz.
Hurricane strike!
Take this!
This one's mine.
Dance in the wind!
Eat dirt!
Air thrust!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Ready!
Eternal devastation!
Hurricane strike!
The enemy will dart.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Blah, blah, blah!
My turn!
Begin.
Crush!
Take this!
The tempest engulfs
Make it
you.
rain.
Eternal devastation!
Looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it. This will be a delicious piece of cake. Not in your dreams.
I'm not done!
This one's mine.
Eternal devastation!
Far enough.
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes.
Oh, back in there to fetch me! Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
On guard.
This one's all mine!
One more.
Eat dirt! I'm
Shield
not
and
done!
face.
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You're mine!
Dance
I'm
in
not
the wind!
done! I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so great.
Not on my watch!
Crescent Moon.
Elusive deity!
Tiger Blade.
Now you see what I can do!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Final time
I'm
waltz.
not done!
One at a time!
Win!
I'm ready.
Blow them away! Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Dragon Swarm!
Regenerate.
Here I come!
One more!
Now we're not.
Dragon
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Time to let it rip!
Radiant light.
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Dragon Swarm! Okay, here I go!
I'm ready.
Dragon Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Arnex, you're coming through!
Try harder! Take this!
Now! One more!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
An opponent like this should be easy. I'm not done! Heal! Dragon Form!
Take this!
You're finished! On your knees! Dragon Form! Severing Wind! You're mine! Strike! You're finished! Dragon Form! Here I come!
We managed to turn the tide!
For now.
Now!
But things could... I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Leave the charges to me!
Here I come! Dragon Form! You're finished!
That's it!
Dragon Form!
Tiger Blade!
Take this!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Opted for an intricately crafted weapon as usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched. Get behind me!
Take this!
Confiscated! Hold on to your
I'm not
heart!
done!
Here I come!
Eat dirt!
Far enough!
Here I come!
Alright, it's showtime!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon
Make it
Form!
rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Now! You're mine! Take this! I'll smash you! I'm not done!
Down! You're all
Here!
Time to let it rip! Try harder! My turn! It's too much! My turn!
Don't suffer
This'll come in
Thank you
handy.
for that.
In
a bind?
Not on my watch!
Eat dirt!
Crazy cascade!
You're mine!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Now! Take this! Hurricane Kill!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't take your hands off.
You're mine!
More for the stockpile!
Eternal Devastation! I can feel my power growing!
I think Kuro's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen. How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Come one, come all!
Far enough!
Dragon Form!
Lightning orb! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Air blast!
I'll smash you!
Light astral dance in the wind!
Try harder! My turn!
Enough!
Heal!
Lightning orb!
Dragon
Lightning
Form!
is down!
Wind!
Thunder blade!
Look sharp! I'm not done! Can you take it? Try harder! My turn! Here I come! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Catapult!
Light up the
You're mine! Dragon Form!
We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay
I'm
alert.
merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on us.
Try harder!
Now!
Shattering law!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Shine! Radiant Light! Force of regeneration!
You could use a hand.
Regenerate! Hurricane Smoke! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.